Ike Live, brought to you exclusively by Abu Garcia.
Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? It's Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful night. I know we are. This is an At the Bar, Ike Live, with Becky and I. I hope you're doing great. Before this thing starts, I want to remind you guys that this show is brought to you by Abu Garcia, the maker of great rods and reels. Head over to abugarcia.com. And we have the Ike Series 3.0 rods and reels officially launched now, available over on Tackle Warehouse. So head over to Tackle Warehouse and check out those Ike Series 3.0s. Also, this podcast is brought to you by the Ike Foundation. If you want to get new kids fishing, head over to the ikefoundation.org. Find out how you can get kids fishing. Also, while we're there, we have the Ike Foundation Scholarship Dinner coming up. It's going to be a fun night. Becky, tell them. Fun night. Tell them, Becky. Tell them, Becky, fun night.
January 31st.
January 31st.
Is the scholarship dinner, which is the event that we raise all of our money for the scholarships every year, college scholarships.
Yep.
This year we have the band Don't Call Me Francis.
Don't Call Me Francis. Yeah, in the house tonight.
So
yes. Not tonight. I mean, during the thing.
Then.
Yeah.
The other really big thing that I have to tell you about that is that Monday the ticket price goes up. So right now it's $65 per person. That gets you your entire entry, dinner, beer, dessert, all the fun shenanigans, and it's $65 per person right now. Monday it goes to $75 per person. So if you're watching this or you have a friend, get yourselves together, get your tickets purchased. That's at the ikefoundation.org.
Yeah.
You can get that knocked out, but it's a super fun time.
Fun night. Yeah.
Because of the band and everything, we actually extended it a little bit later so that
we're gonna be partying.
Have time to dance and have some fun.
Yeah.
There's amazing baskets once again.
A lot of auction baskets.
The items are rolling in and they're super cool. I saw one of those little boxing things show up.
Yeah.
Little boxing things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So if you're out, if you're in the tri-state area, if you're in Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, come on out and hang with us for a night. It's going to be a really good time. Got a lot of people joining us here. Got some people, got about 200 people on. Wild Bill, what's up? Yes, thinking about you, Bill. Thank you on the Hall of Fame. We're going to be talking about that in a second. Definitely you were there with us in spirit, Bill. Thank you very much. Want to start tonight. You know how we do this. We like to enjoy an adult cocktail. So if you're watching, if you're at home right now watching and you're, just having a good time, whatever, I want to toast everyone and say cheers and thank you for tuning in. Last couple Ike Live at the bars, you saw me drinking beer. Tonight I got a little cocktail action going on. I'll step aside right there. You see it. Hold on. I got it. Everything's backwards right there. And tonight, guys, my drink of choice, a standby, AKA the old favorite, and that is just Jack and Ginger. Jack Daniels, ginger ale, a little bit of ice. That's good. It's good. The other thing I want to show you is I got this really cool glass made. I can't even remember where I got it. Somebody got it to me as a gift. It says, never give up. It's got a really good life motto on there. And it's got a little spoon dangling from the glass, actually embedded in the glass. So here's what I want to say about
That's a life motto.
That never give up is my life motto. But the spoon, if you're watching this and you're an older angler, older fella, you remember that spoon because everybody, including Becky's dad, did your dad have it? Everybody. If you had a tackle box in the 70s, 80s to early 90s, you had a Daredevil, a red and white Daredevil spoon in your box. You know you did.
Or you had a caboodle and your earrings look just like it.
Or you had a caboodle and your earrings look like it. That's another thing from the 80s and 90s. But if you remember that spoon, man, that thing caught fish. That thing caught fish. Red and white, just, I don't know, a shad. Maybe it's imitating a shad that had blood, or I don't know. But just a great spoon. I've caught trout, pike, walleye, dead shad, walleye, bass. I mean, salt, like little snapper blues, like all kinds of shit I caught on that thing. So a shout out to the old Daredevil spoon too while we're here. Becky's drink of choice tonight. Looks like she's being a wino tonight, guys. She's going with the Bella. What is this? A red? So Dago red. What is this? A big red?
Only a Dago can call it Dago.
I can call myself a Dago. It is a I don't know. I don't know wine very. It's a Zin. It's a Zin. So it's a Zin. So Beck's doing wine. I'm doing I'm doing a little cocktail. So we're mixing it up a little. Got a lot of people checking in. So I hope you're having a wonderful night. So this show, you know how we do it, guys. You know how we do it. We're going to start the clock about now, and we're going to go for about an hour, maybe a little more than an hour, but we want to hear from you. I'm already looking at these comments. We want your comments. We want your opinion. We want your thoughts, and they don't have to agree with our thoughts and opinions.
We actually prefer that.
We prefer that. Listen, we live in a free country. If you disagree, chime in. If you agree, chime in. We want to hear from you. And we're going to talk about kind of chronological order tonight. I want to start with today, and it was a big deal. So I want to start with that, and we're going to have a little look back.
Is that like reverse?
Well,
chronological?
You're right. That wouldn't be chronological order.
No.
You're right. Let's do it in chronological order. We're going to take a look back at 2024, and then we're gonna go forward. And toward the end of the show, if you're watching right now, I want you to hang with us. We got some big announcements coming on some new projects.
So are we going back in time? We're like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and we're gonna like Queen's World, and then we're gonna get into our the phone booth.
Oh, go to the phone booth and go back, spin backwards.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, anyway.
All right. So, and I've got people chiming in talking about that old Daredevil. Yeah, that's the deal. Dave Williams caught a bunch on it too. So cheers, Dave, to that. All right. Michael Hunt chiming in. Michael, what's up? Adam checking in. Adam, what's up? Let's talk about 2024. 2024. In the past, it's gone. First of all, man, holidays, New Year's Eve, 2025. It was like that. It happened really, really quick. But I think everyone should look at the past and have a little, like, you're looking at the past saying, all right, this is what happened. This is what was good. This is what was bad. I want to do better at this. Everybody should do that. So, I think a year in review is where we'll start. And if you have a comment on 2024, please chime in. Becky, 2024, good or bad? Good or bad year for you and for us as the family, the business? Good or bad year, 2024?
I don't think it was. Listen, nothing tragic happened. I can't say that it was a bad year because it wasn't a bad year. It was, for me, an exhausting year.
Yeah, exhausting. Yeah, it was exhausting.
In every aspect of life,
yeah.
It was just, everything was too much. Like, everything was tedious. Everything had like additional parts and pieces, and everything was a constant fire drill, and everything in life.
Yeah. Tedious. A tedious year.
It was a tedious year.
It
was exhausting. It was draining. Even by the time Christmas rolled around, I was tired. The thought of having to buy Christmas presents and decorate, and it felt like it came on so fast. The way Thanksgiving I just needed to, not that 2024 was bad. I just was ready to be done with it, and I needed a fresh start. And I feel like part of that is just things that happened in 2024, and other parts are probably just like a state of where I am in life. Yeah. And well, you change.
You do. Your outlook changes as you get older, your outlook on things
I'm
changes.
still trying to figure out what I want to do with my life.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
by the way, if you're watching this and you think that Becky always aspired to be a business person in the fishing industry, you're wrong. Beck, what did you really want to do with your life? Do you want to tell people?
Fashion.
She wanted to be in the fashion industry.
Yeah, as I wear my sweatpants, I do have nicer clothes on under here, but I was chilly. I just had red wine and my cheeks are warm, so I'll probably be stripping in a minute. I had a fabulous outfit on today, though. It was on point.
Yeah, yeah, but I agree with what Becky said. I think 2024 for me was a year of like, you know, it was just like kind of wavy. You know, it had some good things. It had some things that weren't good. It had some things that were average. It had a lot of average, flatlined, went up, went down.
It was like every time you got ahead, like you got kicked in the nads and you were like back on the ground again.
Yeah, but here's the thing I want to say to you guys, is that even in like when bad things or failure or, you know, things that are challenging, as bad as it sucks when it's happening, I really do feel like those moments have to happen to get you to the next place, right? So, you know, like from a standpoint of my tournament fishing, it was not a great year. It was a shitty year for me. But, you know, I've had shitty years and I've had bad tournaments, and those push you to get to a different place. And, you know, that's life. That's the natural cycle of life. And so you have to take it. You take the good, you take the bad, you try to learn from them.
That's the facts of life.
That's the facts of life. And you try to go on. So 2024 for me personally was like that. I got to tell you, and I've been watching the comments come in. By the way, Ricky, it was great to meet you today at the induction as well. And we're going to talk about that in a second. But seeing some comments come through, obviously, about the state of bass fishing, the state of professional tournament bass fishing. And Beck, I said this on live before, but I want to remind you that professional bass tournament fishing is not fishing. You know, so I don't want this to creep into anyone's fishing. Like, dude, if you're just fun fishing or you're a kayak angler or you're, you know, you don't have to, you know, it's not professional bass tour fishing. But that world was weird this year. And if you're watching right now, if you think 2024 was a strange, odd, Mike just said bass fishing was a mess in 2024. If you think professional bass fishing was odd, weird, messy, strange, oppressive, depressing, sad, if you think any of those, chime in.
But to play devil's advocate,
yeah, of course.
This
show's all about that.
I would say that as much as like you feel that way, I would say that like it's a positive, because sometimes things have to get to a state of absolute like bottom. They got to go down in order for everyone to realize, we got to change stuff.
I agree.
I think that means in like the tournament organization side, the angler side, the sponsor side, like I think it forces change. Because let's be honest, like I tell my children this all the time, because every kid wants to win, and it's impossible. You're not going to go out and play a sport and you're going to win every time. Because if you do, like that's great for you, but what lesson are you learning? You have to lose in order to know what you have to do to become better.
I'd agree.
And I view the state of bass fishing in the same way. Like we had to get to a point where like a lot of people disagreed, or there was a lot of issues or angst or whatever. And I'm not saying it needs to be ugly, but it has to get to a point where everyone realizes there needs to be change.
Yeah.
Because if everything's hunky-dory, no one will ever change.
Yeah, I agree. And
all
That's a good
sides
point.
had to feel pain. Or because if one side feels pain and the other one feels warm and fuzzy, then there will never be a reason for change.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So maybe like it'll come out on the other side. There will be positivity. There will be the change that needs to happen.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some people who don't think there needs to be any change, but whatever. Let's not. We've done this. We have like beat this horse. We've kicked it. Let's move on.
I know.
Okay, so it was a weird year.
It was a weird year. It was a weird year. But to Becky's point, I think the year did bring on a lot of people thinking of ways to make things better. And that's a positive. So when I look at 2024 through all the turmoil, I think that at the end of the year, I think a lot of the pro anglers are getting together a little bit more on the same page. And that's exciting, right? That's exciting. So
The dog is just
the dog's
squeaking
down here
his
squeaking
toy.
a little
It's
ball down
horrific.
here. But
All right, so let's move along. So
yeah.
in a world, so all of that happened in bass fishing
Mhm.
and tournament,
Mhm.
and then there's a lot of change, inflation, economy, and sponsors dropping
Yeah.
out, and a shift, and like we talked about, like what is the change? What is the shift? I mean, for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think we hit our midlife crisis of the job, Mike and Becky. That's the only way I can describe it.
Do they
like,
personally, or you think the sport?
no, like
Fishing hit the midnight.
we
we
the
did.
sport. We personally are fine.
Oh,
like
oh.
we had a lovely wedding this year, everyone. Anyways, but my point is, Mike and Becky are fine. But we had an angst of like, what do we do within the sport? Because I
Yeah.
think one of the biggest things that everyone has seen with us is that, you know, we want to grow the sport. How do we get more people into the sport? So like our mission has never changed. How do we help the people that are coming into the sport? So I think we hit a crossroads with, you know, like what are we doing professionally to keep those things going, and what do we change? What do we add?
Yeah.
What do we like?
Yeah.
We had our own internal
Yeah. I would agree with that. I would
need
agree with
for
that.
growth.
Yeah. Seeing a lot of comments come in. I'm seeing some, of course, about forward-facing sonar.
I did not guzzling wine. I'm looking for
Beck's
some.
guzzling wine. I'm seeing some about forward-facing sonar, a little bit. I'm seeing, you know, some about sponsorships, stuff like that. So yeah, there's changes. The interesting thing is, you know, we have a new trail this year. We have, you know, a new circuit that's allowing no forward-facing sonar. So you've got that option over at the NPFL. You've got this hybrid forward-facing sonar over at MLF, where it's a limited amount, and then you've got bass, where they're still allowing you to use one unit. And I think this year, based on those three completely different formats, I think it'll be interesting to see which one wins, right? Honestly, I think there's going to be a winner this year. I think the potential for NPFL to get new viewership is there. I think the potential for one of the other two, Bassmasters or Bass Pro Tour, to leapfrog the other is there because of these changes. So it'll be interesting to participate in and watch that during the year. So that was interesting. But I want to break it here and change topics a little bit. Big announcement made, was it in the new year? I think it was right in the new year, from Bass, that announced no co-anglers in the Opens in 2025. I got to tell you, again, remember, guys, this is our opinion. But I've got to tell you, I was pretty shocked. I was pretty shocked and thrown off.
I comment that says I'm pregnant.
Is Becky pregnant? She's not. No,
Do
no.
I look fat?
No, you don't
What are
look
you
fat.
trying to say?
No, I told you we accept any comments. So
Yeah.
that's a good one. You could ask the question. She's not pregnant.
Low blow. I'm not sure what to do by that. You're pregnant.
Yeah, you're pregnant, Marilyn Bass. You're
Yeah.
pregnant. You're pregnant. No, he just thought it was good.
I don't bring wine. I'm trying to make a retarded baby.
Well, they
Come on.
say a little wine
Oh
when you're
my
pregnant is
God.
not a bad thing. But
I
anyway,
did drink wine.
yeah. But anyway, so I don't even remember what I was talking about
I
now.
don't
So I
know,
started
'cause
thinking
I
about
was-
pregnancy, and I started thinking to
Okay.
myself, is she pregnant? I'm like, wait a minute, that's not possible. But is she? She's not. So
Co-anglers.
co-anglers. I was guys, I was really, really surprised. Honestly, when I saw that, I was kind of like, what? No, like, what? And so, you know, like my mind, and I want to hear, I want to hear your thoughts on no co-anglers in the opens. But my initial thought, like what I went to right away, there's two things. The first one was, how the hell, there's no check and balance. Like, how the hell, again, this is just me, right? How the hell are they going to stop guys from cheating? Like, you're going to have 150 open anglers who are desperate. It's desperate. We're going to get in this later, but sponsorships, money right now in the industry, you're going to have 150 guys that are desperate. Not all of them, but a lot of desperate guys.
The sport has gotten expensive.
It's gotten expensive.
So
they're losing sponsors.
So much more on the line.
They got to get to the elites. Their goal is the elites.
So how do you get in? Like,
win at all costs.
Dude, how do you learn if you can't be a co-angler?
I really,
even I've been a co-angler.
Yeah. So I'm really worried about the cheating. And then, you know, the part two is Becky jumped me there and said it, which is I'm heartbroken for the co-anglers because I've always had a sweet spot. You know, of course, listen, we've all had tournaments where the guy in the back's kicking your ass and you're like, but I was a co-angler. I really always felt like it was a necessary level to go through. Like even to the fact we were like, when Vegas is 16, we're putting Vegas as a co-angler.
I'm not gonna put him in a boat.
Right?
Like, no.
Right.
You have to take those steps.
You have to go through.
And we've also just made this a rich boy sport. Like, we just like put the stamp on it.
Yeah.
Like, there's like, how do you work your way up now?
Yep.
How do you like?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
that's
my initial two thoughts were, I'm worried about the cheating. Yeah. I'm worried about the cheating, and I'm heartbroken for the anglers that was their outlet, whether they were aspiring or not. Right now they've got to go over to MLF, or they got to fish locally, or, you know, there's other things they could do. But I am heartbroken that it's gone. You know, I don't know if you guys knew this watching, if you followed my career, but I started as a co-angler. I fished 2-3 years as a co-angler. I won a tournament as a co-angler in Lake Norman in 1994. It was the start of my career. I owe my career to fishing as a co-angler in bass tournaments, and now it's gone. So definitely heartbroken for those guys. I want to see. I see a couple people chiming in.
Yeah.
They're sad. They're upset about not having that outlet.
And I have to admit that I'm confused about the reason.
Okay, well, that's the next part.
So
lay it out.
Didn't they come out and say they did it because of COVID? I know, I'm dead serious. Wasn't that what the last
guys,
said?
If somebody's on here and you have read or you remember reading the entire official press release, please chime in with the exact words that they stated. But yes,
I didn't even think COVID was a conversation in 2022.
So the
and
reason
they wouldn't have voted the safest place to be because you're outside. I know, I'm just confused. It was like they put out the wrong press release. Like, it was a press release written for like 2020 that somebody pulled up the wrong one. I'm serious. I'm confused.
That's possible though. You know, like on your laptop, you have the old files, and maybe it was a press release from a file in 2020 that they accidentally. I mean, I've done that, so I could understand if they did that by accident. But
like, spams everybody in his email, and then he gets pissed.
I spam everybody.
Get anyone's email anymore.
Why ain't I getting emails? I spam everybody. But yes, that one of the reasons was that they got there's no more co-anglers because of COVID. Okay. So, I mean, listen, guys, I'm not a genius. Becky's not a genius. Becky's way smarter than I am. She's not a genius. Like, there's no Einsteins here. But to use that as a reason, She's pretty smart. Her head's a lot bigger than mine, though. Look at the head sizes. Hold on. Look, see, look at my little pinhead. I have to get step back from you. See, look at this. Look at the size of the head difference between us. She got a big noggin. Okay, so Michael. So again, their reasoning, one of them was COVID. I got some Michael Hunt chiming in saying, I think it was because the field wasn't full, so some boaters felt at a disadvantage with a co-angler compared to a boater that didn't have a co. Okay, Michael Hunt. Now, see, that actually legitimately makes sense. That legitimately makes sense. And I understand that argument. I do understand that argument. Yeah. Okay, so Jill, I think it's Jill, has Bassmaster Opens has been eliminated. Bass announced today due to multiple reasons, including fairness to field of boaters, reduced interest since COVID.
You're messing with us.
No, this was it. Reduced interest since COVID. The program has been shuttered. Okay. All right. Thank you for sending that, Jill.
Oh, the co-angler program.
The co-angler program. Yeah, co-angler program. Not the open. Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. We understand what you're saying. So, okay. So guys, the lack of, fairness between one guy getting a co-angler, the other guy not getting one. I get that. But
that makes so much more sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Since COVID.
That makes a lot of sense. Right.
I should read.
Right.
I should read things thoroughly.
But Jesse, just our good friend Jesse, long time friend of the show, just chimed in with the answer. So Jesse, thank you for doing this so I don't get butchered here. But the real reason co-anglers were eliminated from the opens is forward-facing sonar. Guys, come on. There's 674 people watching this right now. If you don't see that, you're pretty blind to what's going on in the sport. Jesse's comment was he fished an event on Leech Lake this year, open as a co-angler, and he was bored. He didn't want to sit in the back while some guy chased a single fish around, right? It's a lot like bed fishing, really, and it can get boring. At least when you're bed fishing, you're near the bank, and you can throw a damn Senko out there or something. When you're drifting around in the abyss, 20, 30, 40, 50, if you're at Lake Champlain, 100 foot of water, casting at a single fish, how is that any fun for the co-angler? It is absolutely mind-numbing to watch it. It's mind-numbing to be in the boat in a paid position and have to do that. So thank you, Jesse, for that comment. But my opinion, co-anglers were eliminated. They're going to be eventually wiped off the face of the earth in professional bass tournaments singly because of forward-facing sonar. There you have it, folks.
So why not eliminate forward-facing sonar in the opens? I don't know. Or maybe have like some events where there's co's and other events where there's no forward-facing sonar and there are co's, because that's a lot of money that's lost.
Yeah. So a lot
because it can't be the only, I have to imagine that you bring in more money than you're paying out.
Yeah.
So there's money lost by not having co's. I don't know.
Well,
I would do more like half and half.
I don't know.
50s.
And so Becky's comment there is great. And we usually have, with 700 people watching, I'm pretty sure we have upper management from Bass, upper management from Major League Fishing.
Now they know I don't read emails.
And upper management from NPFL watching right now.
I have to become friends with Jill.
Yeah,
make sure
Jill's got to handle it. But I would say, Becky, you're dead right. Listen, NPFL, I know you're watching right now. Make a opens division in 2026. Keep your no forward facing, and you'll own the market of co-anglers. Just a suggestion.
Just half and half.
Just a suggestion.
Half and half. I get that the co-anglers don't want to be on a boat when someone's forward-facing sonar.
Yeah, but I don't think they have co-anglers over there right now. But I'm saying create a circuit. Oh, bass. Yeah.
But you also have guys that want to fish forward-facing sonar because they're trying to make it to the elite, so they need to hone that skill. So I don't know. Maybe half and half.
Yeah, there's some great comments coming in.
Some weird ones.
I love it. All right, so let's keep going. That was our opinion. If you have another opinion of why you believe forward-facing sonar, or sorry, why you believe co-anglers were eliminated from the opens, chime in if you have any other suggestions. I do think the one that I think it was Michael sent about the fairness, that does make sense. But ultimately, what was causing these co-anglers to stop signing up? It's forward-face sonar, right? So there you have it. Let's see if any more.
There was one a while back. Someone asked, their child is 11. What do they need to do to come up through the ranks, learn? Like, what is the advice? Something I'm wondering what the comment
yeah, we can sprinkle that in real quick. Yeah, an 11-year-old, a 12-year-old, a teen, a high school, middle school age, angler, fish a lot. Repetition over. Join a high school club, join a local club, fish your local junior nation, your local youth leagues, wherever you live. That's the kind of thing you need to do. It's like anything.
Just anything you can sign up for, just do it.
Yeah, fishing for kids in a competitive sense is a lot like other sports. So, if you look at soccer, football, baseball, hockey, whatever the sport is where you live, they have junior league. Like a great baseball player starts throwing a ball when he's 6 years old, and he's swinging a bat every day when he's 10, 11. He's playing in the little league. He's playing in the high school. That's what you need to do, right? You need to go to camps. You need to, train. You need to do all those things. So that's what you need to do. All right, let's keep going.
Find friends that fish.
Find friends that fish.
Probably one of the biggest things for Vegas.
Yeah.
Is having other friends that fish.
I agree.
And having that camaraderie with it, like any other sport would have.
Yes. Okay. Let's change topics, guys. Let's see if I can present that with the lights kind of funky in here, but see if I can get that without getting Becky's face cut out. So today, I was inducted into the All Sports Museum of Southern New Jersey's Hall of Fame. It was an amazing honor. Feels really, really good to be inducted into this Hall of Fame. And, I got to say the best way I can describe it is it's to be recognized at your local level, where you live, where you grew up, where you cut your teeth, where, all that makes it feel really, really good. And it was really cool because this museum has every sport represented. Every sport: football, baseball, hockey, tennis, golf, racing, bowl, everything. And
they had like the first female referee.
The first female referee in baseball was from Southern New Jersey. So
Olympians.
Olympians. People that made a mark living in South Jersey or coming from that area. So I felt really proud to be in that hall, to be represented in fishing. First fisherman in that museum. Feels good. But I'm very, very proud. I'm from South Jersey. I know that, thank you, Billy. Thank you. Jesse, thank you. Thank you everybody that's coming on. But I'm proud to be from South Jersey. I know it's, a lot of you are watching and you're kind of laughing like, Jersey, but man, I love it here. And I'm glad I grew up here. I'm glad my family's here. I'm glad I'm still here. I'm glad we're raising kids here. I'm very, very proud of this area, the fishing scene, everything. And it was a cool moment, a very, very cool moment. The thing I wanna just say right now is that we're gonna put out a video, a Going Ike video of the ceremony. So there'll be a Going Ike, which will be like a condensed version. And then we're eventually going to put out the full ceremony. And guys, if you want to listen to the very best speech I've ever heard in my life, and of course I'm biased, but Becky, phenomenal. I'm serious. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. She gave a phenomenal, she introduced me as I was getting inducted. And so it was cool because she never did that before.
Yeah.
At some of the other ceremonies I've had, it was other people, and that they were cool. They did a great job. But it was, thank you. I love you. Thank you very much for doing that. It was, guys, it was, you know, if you follow me a little bit, I don't cry at all. I never tear up. I never cry. I'm a man. I'm from Philly. But it made me very emotional to hear. It was a very well thought out speech, and it was all like, as you were saying it almost like, because I wanted to mention things, and it was everything I wanted to say, but more. And I thought it was wonderful.
Thank you.
I loved it.
Thank you.
I loved it. So if you guys are looking for a motivational speaker, Becky's taking applications. She'll come to your wherever you're at.
Ricky said it. I have to do all the inductions now.
Yeah, that's right. Ricky, she's got a new job right now. She's going to be talking. But it was a cool, very, very cool moment.
Yeah. That's, if anyone lives in South Jersey, you have to find a way to get down there. Because I have to be honest, until you were asked to be inducted, we had never been there. It is so cool, like the memorabilia, and like to walk around with the folks that are on the board and they tell you the stories behind all the stuff.
It's cool.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
It's a really cool space.
And so they
and
asked,
you don't even have to be like a sports nerd, like just to hear the stories.
The stories
like,
are great.
You don't even have to like be all into baseball or football. Like it was incredible. It was a really neat place.
It was incredible. So real quick too. So part of the being in that museum is they of course asked for, you know, some memorabilia, you know, to put in the display. And guys, so cool. Like I was geeking out almost to find stuff to give them. So I just give you like my top like couple things that we put in this hall if you ever get there and see it. My club jacket. So if you Top Rod Bassmaster. So if you're watching this and you club fish, if you were a club banger at some point, you know the pride of your club jacket. It's like a Letterman jacket. Yeah. Like if you're in like any kind of club and they have a jacket, if you're in a motorcycle gang, like Hell's Angels.
We're comparing.
Yeah, we're comparing Hell's Angels to Top Rod Bassmasters. But dude, there's pride. The club jacket is everything. It's your club colors, and in our club, when you won Angler of the Year, you got a free jacket with your name and the year that you won Angler of the Year.
Honest to God, the embroidery is incredible.
It
would cost so much. It was a bass, like this big, fully embroidered with like 20 different colors. Like, it would cost you a fortune.
It was
you
gorgeous.
couldn't even get that thing off Amazon.
Yeah. So
we're talking Etsy for high price.
Yeah. So I donated the jacket, signed it, and I felt like that needed to be in there because of my Top Rod South Jersey Bass Club connection. So that was cool. We also put one of my jerseys from 2006 when I won Angler of the Year, and that was really cool too because we only have a few of them left, and I thought that was very significant. And then the last one I want to mention to you, and if you're if you geek out on lures and stuff like I do, you're gonna love this one. But I really wanted a bait in there, a lure that had some significance. So I was able to find, and guys, this is a great story. I was able to find one of the original Man's Baby 1- in a custom color that I had painted by Man's at the Man's factory called Delta Special. So this wasn't the mass-produced color. This is one of 10 that I got right before the 2003 Bassmaster Classic. And I think I had 3 or 4 left. And so I signed and donated one of the original Baby 1- crankbaits. And so cool. Like for me, that's a cool thing because I geek out about that. I'm seeing some come through like the Gunnersville French fry. Yeah, I still wish I had that one. The soft plastics usually get lost. I see a DT6, you know, in his face, and I see that stuff. But it was a cool display. I think it was a cool display. So we'll definitely have some stuff posted so you guys can see some of that stuff. Cool day. And I had a lot of my friends and family and, you know, just people that I grew up with. And a lot of people from South Jersey showed up, fishing buddies, people I've competed against over the years, rival clubs. Our friend Neil was there from Barrington Rod and Reel, who was always, that was always Top Rod's rival club. It felt nice.
Neil's the best.
Yeah, Neil's the best. Go Eagles. It was a nice day. So yeah.
It was. Super
So
nice.
so this brings us to our next topic. And by the way, thank you to everybody that said congrats on that. Guys, we really haven't talked about this live at all. And now that we're almost at 800 people, we're just a hair under 800 people. I think we can start to turn that dial a little bit of making some announcements and talking about the future, talking about 2025, right? 2024 is in the past. Even today, what happened is in the past. But want to sort of lay out some stuff that's going to happen in 2025 that's really exciting. Good stuff. You know, we don't want to talk about this bad stuff anymore. Throw that away. Want to stay positive. The big one that relates to this is that here it goes. We haven't really did this math on live yet, but 1995, I fished my very first Bassmaster Invitational as a pro, not as a co. When I signed that paper, I signed up as a pro in 1995. And when you take 1995 and now it's 2025, you have Beck's laughing because I suck at math. You have 30 years.
The difference between the two.
The difference between the two
is 30 years.
It's 30 years. So this will be 2025 will be our 30th year fishing professionally.
Yes.
Dude, that's crazy. Jimmy just joined us. He was over on Instagram. Jimmy just came in so he could chime in on stuff. Jimmy, thank you for coming today. That really meant a lot. 30 years this year.
30.
It's unbelievable. Dude, it went by like that. Boo, boo. At the event today, I'm sitting there looking at our older girls, and they're 25, 26, and you're like, whoa, how the hell did that happen? Like Becky remembers they were little girls.
Yeah.
They're little girls, and now they're adults. So time does fly. So 30 years doing it. And I think that, you know, when you hit a milestone like that, of course, Rick Clun last year at 50 was amazing. Incredible. Shout out to Rick Clun. Kevin Van Dam, I think, was right up there in maybe 40 years. He retired last year. You know, a lot of people fish a long time. Bernie Schultz still fishing way over 30 years. So Bernie's a good one. Mark Menendez. That list goes on and on. A lot of guys been doing it a long time. Gerald Swindle, long time. Hackney, long time.
So 30 years, we're going to do some fun stuff this year. There's going to be some stuff thrown into tournaments. There just might be somebody following Mike around on tour, not me, not silly little half-dressed women, just someone with a camera.
Yeah. So we want to tonight. We want to announce a couple new things we're doing in 2025, And there's going to be a couple other ones announced as the year goes on. So it is a milestone for us, and we are happy to get to the, you get to 30 and you're like, man, let's turn this knob. Let's turn it up. Let's change some stuff. Let's do some different stuff. So, so Becky mentioned the one thing. Let's start there. We will definitely be doing a lot of amazing, cool stuff this year, as far as giveaways, like promotions.
Manny.
Oh, Manny's saying something. One of the really cool things.
Brian the Carpenter math.
Yeah, I know. I can't do math. One of the really cool things we're doing this year, and again, this is all, we're just breaking this now. We haven't announced this anywhere, is this year during the Bassmaster Elite tournaments, when I make that cut day, which is the third day, and hopefully, guys, I'm looking for a good season. I'm going to fish hard. Trust me, I'm out to try to do very, very good this year. When I make that third day cut, I'm going to wear the old school vest, the old school patch embroidery bass fishing vest on stage. And I will give
No, it's not easy to find vests.
It's not easy to find vests. If you're a vest manufacturer and you're watching, let us know, because we had a hell of a time finding them.
And they're expensive.
And they're expensive. And you got to get them embroidered, and there's patches. Who has patches anymore?
No one's got patches.
But anyway, I'm going to wear that vest on the third and fourth day. And the moment that I'm eliminated, whether I win or lose or get kicked out or whatever happens, I'm going to take that vest off and I'm throwing it into the crowd. So I'm giving vests away, hopefully at every event this year. So very, very excited about that. I like the nostalgia behind it. Bass Pro has a bunch of them. Marilyn Bass said, I like the nostalgia behind it. I like the old school. I like that retro feel. And here's the great thing, guys. We are literally making 12 vests. So we'll have 9 for the elite tournaments, and we're going to have a couple other vests we'll do some very special stuff with.
Julie Chambers Ortiz has patches?
You have patches?
Send me a message, because I can't remember that.
Yeah, so very
patches. Let's be friends.
Very, very excited about the vest promotion that we're doing this year. I know it might sound corny, but we're very excited about it. The next thing that we're doing, Beck, do you want to talk a little bit about this? I'm excited because it's the first time ever I was willing to let this happen. So this is a cool content project. And we're going to give you the general terms of we're going to lay it out what we're going to present. Not 100% sure where it's going to end up yet, but we're working on that. It's going to be really good. Beck, tell them about it.
So for the first time ever, Mike has agreed to be filmed on tour. This could go really well, really bad.
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be awesome. So listen, we know there's a handful of guys doing content, and it's awesome.
A lot of guys doing content, yeah.
You know, it tends to be more like fishing content based, where I think we want to tell more of the story. Because the part that a lot of people don't know is, you know, and maybe y'all will be bored and you'll hate it, so then we'll learn our lesson.
Yeah,
but
I think
voyeuristically, a lot of people want to like understand the concept of everything that goes into being a professional angler, and you know, the being on the water is such a minor part of that. You know, it's how does, you know, the rig, everything get packed? How do you get on the road? How many hours you drive in? How do you find these places to stay? What is it like to live in a new place every single week? And you know, kind of like the thumps and bumps that come with it, the emotional toll, you know, it's the story. It is the story of being on the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
You all can feel connected with that process.
Yeah. I've always been a little like cautious of that. And, you know, you get in the zone a lot when you go to these tournaments and you're so, you know, focused on what you're trying to do. But I'm excited about letting it out, letting you guys into what that life is like. Mm-hmm. And to do it, I just saw it right there. Nick just chimed in. To do it uncensored, you know, to do it where I want to let you guys see the good, the bad, the ugly, you know, not just the fishing either. The fishing will be part of it, but you know, the travel, the meetings, the late nights, the controversy, the stuff going on with bass, the
hours,
the politics, the, you know, the frustrations, the celebrations, all of it. So it's going to be a cool series. Honestly, really commemorating 30 years. So here's Quincy the dog wanted to chime in real quick and say hello. Hi, Quincy. I love you, man. Quincy's not having a cocktail with us tonight. He's just drinking water, which he likes a lot. He likes dog food and bones and stuff like that. He likes snow. He does eat snow, but he's a good dog. He's a mix of a lot of things, but he's Pyrenees, 50% Pyrenees, believe it or not.
Pyrenees Shepherd mix.
Pyrenees Shepherd mix. Okay. Yeah, so we're very excited. This 30-year project, a 30th anniversary project. I'm very excited to bring it to you guys.
Yeah, I think it'll be a cool story.
It's going to be a very, very...
It'll allow everyone kind of in the fold.
Yeah.
You might learn too many things about us.
You might learn too much, but it's going to be very, very cool. Very excited. You know, to go with that, we're going to support it the 30th year with a lot of cool other limited edition stuff too. I want to mention that real quick. T-shirts, hats, stickers, sweatshirts, you know, stuff like that. We're going to have, and we're going to do everything like our goal is to do everything very limited edition. So, you know, 50 pieces, 30 pieces, 20 pieces, whatever.
Yeah, we had some help.
Do it real limited. Yeah.
Some friends, some of our awesome artist friends.
Yeah. Shout out to James Riley.
Yeah, James Riley.
Yeah.
With some cool retro-esque logo stuff.
Yep.
So we are going into the world of Shopify, Printify, all that. So it's kind of made to order. So people can get it if you want a t-shirt, long sleeve, all that, like the logos and stuff. So we're going to be coming out with that real soon. It has been quite the learning curve to understand how all of that works. But we're getting it all put together so it can be launched by the time the season comes out.
Yes. And I did see Slay Nation chime in on the messaging. Shout out to all the Slayers out there.
Yeah.
So let's go to the second thing we want to announce. And this is a really, really cool project. And I want to, before I announce this, I want you guys to put in perspective where we are at in the professional fishing industry, where we are at in a lot of fishing. If you want to reach people, if you want sponsors, if you want, you know, if you're trying to get to a next level in your business, we're going to be doing a brand new project that talks about that business side of it. So guys, this one was one that colleagues of ours kept pushing us for it. Fans, a lot of people, you know, kept pushing for this, for us to do this project. And sort of what really pushed me in the direction of let's do this is, you heard me mention it earlier, but guys, it has never been tougher in the fishing industry than it is currently. I was at an event this fall, and a fishing event, I'll just say that. And the stories of people losing money, sponsors cutting, you know, guys losing half their portfolio, you know, there's this bad times right now. And so I think the timing is right. And Becky and I are going to start a series, and it's going to include a live and then some pre-recorded stuff where we're going to lay out everything. And this is as much Becky as it is me. It's probably more Becky. But we're going to lay out what we did in our business. This, you know, we're talking 20 years here of what we did, what worked really good, the things we did that made a difference, branding, marketing, promotions, elevating your fishing from a business side to the next level. I'm excited about it. You know, I maybe there was a time where I felt like some of it was like trade secrets, maybe some of it, but where we're at in the sport, I want to give it. We want to give it up. We want to help other people with this. So I'm excited because we've never done this before. You know, all these things we're doing, like right now, like Live at the Bar, it's more like entertainment, you know, stuff like that. And this is like not how to fish a worm. This isn't Bash. Bash University is great. You want to learn a fishing technique? Subscribe to Bash U. We are strictly going to focus in on the business stuff and really try to help the people watching get to the next level. And we're gonna give it all up. I'm excited. I'm excited because honestly, the system that Becky and the team and I have developed, it works. A lot of it is unbelievable. Like the things that we've done, the things we've put in place, and I'm excited. I'm excited about this project. It's gonna be really, really fun. It's gonna be fun.
It'll be nice. It'll be nice, especially during a tough time, to be able to offer up kind of like assistance, help. You know what I mean? This is, you know. Yeah.
So you know, to put it in
a little playbook.
Yeah, to put it in perspective, I see some great comments coming in. I see some comments about like Googans, you know, like just how to elevate your brand and stuff. But I want to say that this has been offered in like every other walk of life, right? Like, you know, like these kind of like help classes. But it hasn't really been done in fishing really to this scale. So I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited to help sport fishermen, anglers, even non-anglers, I think, honestly, would love this program. So I'm excited about it, guys. Yeah. I'm very, very excited.
And there's some great social media promoters and content creators on this tonight. So
there's great guys on here tonight.
To be able to bring them in the fold and hopefully have them be part of some of the live feed conversations.
Oh yeah,
listen, it's not that what we're doing is foolproof, but it works for us.
Yeah,
it'd be great to have some of these other guys on there.
Yeah, and we're going to have other professionals on as guests, and of course people in the industry, you know, sponsors and stuff like that, and of course some influencers and social gurus we'll have on the show as well. So very, 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 very excited about that project. All right.
Only took like 6 months to decide that was a good idea.
All right. So the third one, and guys, this is the last one, big one. And I saved the best for last. And man, I really appreciate all you guys staying on this live and all the great comments from, I see names on here that I've known for 15, 20 years. Yeah.
Mid-conversation, there was someone who said they live in South Jersey, their grandson's into fishing, wants to fish tournaments. Check out the ikefoundation.org, the website, www.ikefoundation.org. We do have a youth tournament trail. We will be announcing our dates and locations probably within next couple of weeks, month. It's hard because we're a small team, and the scholarship dinner is coming out, but those dates will be coming out very soon. So your grandson could jump into all that. You can also check out New Jersey's the Bass
Nation, Bass Youth Nation. Yeah, yes. Another good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you know, just under 900 people live here with us. Thank you everybody for watching, and thank you a lot of you guys for sticking with us.
Now we're gonna drop the real bomb.
Yeah. So
we're getting divorced.
That's not true. No. That's not. Why are you messing with people like that?
I'm looking for something big.
Yeah, so the third one, and it's funny because I actually saw the comment come through twice. So it's almost like some of you guys, I think, knew what was coming. And I saw it scroll through it, and I just was like, and I just kind of smiled.
We're giving the business to Vegas and Stelly.
No, that's not it either. Maybe one day, but that's not it either. The third big thing, and I'm real excited about this. Like this one actually like makes me like crazy in a happy way, is we are bringing City Limits Fishing back. Yes! 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 We're bringing City Limits Fishing back. And Nick said, baby, pregnant? I know. We had that a couple times too.
No.
We're bringing City Limits Fishing back, guys. And I'm so excited. Becky's excited. Here's the best way I can describe it. Everywhere I go today at the ceremony, like anywhere, it doesn't matter. Wawa, Dunkin' Donuts, wherever you go, people remember and love City Limits, the City Fishing Show. So, man, I'm excited. I out of everything I've done in the TV realm or content realm, it's always been my heart is there, and you know that. You know that. Yeah. I know. Yeah. We're bringing it back.
So we are working on all the
We're bringing it back.
Of this.
Yes, working on logistics right now. So we wanted to announce it now to let you guys know the direction that we're moving, right? Like our energy is shifting that way.
Yeah.
But so we're going to start filming in 2025. But so maybe if there's any negative to it, it is that you probably won't see it on your TV until first quarter of 2026, right? Yeah. So you won't start seeing it until like now next year.
Man, Dave.
Yes, Dave Mansu chiming in. We love you, Dave. We love you, Andy. We're so excited because it honestly was, it was the most fun I've ever had filming fishing shows. It feels more natural to me to fish in that environment. I love the pressure of it. I love the challenge of it. I love fishing not just for bass, but for other species. They're a lot of fun, and they're going to be real. Like if you remember the old city fishing shows, man, they were real. Catching a limit in a limited amount of time within the city limits. We're going to stick to that format. Here's the flip-flop, though, that I want you to talk a little bit about. We didn't have this back when City Limits was on. We didn't have this ability to reach people through social media and content. So this part's exciting. So we're going to solicit. We're going to ask real people to be the guest, and it's going to be done through stuff like this, through the social media and through the web and through lives. So we're like looking, and we want to know, why should we fish your city, right? Yeah. Send us. We're going to have criteria, and basically we're going to say, hey, why should we come?
So we're talking. 14 plus years ago that this show was out, and so the producer did an amazing job, found anglers in different cities and stuff like that. But now, thanks to social media, because I think all there was MySpace if we were lucky back then, is that you guys get to tell us why Mike should come and fish with you in your city. And listen, I mean, we're talking like, cool, like come to Miami, a big city like that, or
but any city,
New York, Dallas,
any city.
Like we want to hear from the folks that are in like Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Sioux Falls, little
like
cities,
the little guys, like
mid-sized cities,
the ones that people don't know about, because that's going to make for the super cool, fun shows.
Yes.
But a lot of similar premise, but I think it'll be fun to have the guest interaction on social, and then within the show.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite parts is meeting these people that's their home, that's their city. Craigslist. Yeah, we're gonna go.
There was Craigslist when
there was Craigslist. Yeah,
there's still Craigslist.
I think there's still Craigslist, but I think you do a lot of legal stuff on Craigslist now. I don't know. Like Thomas Wyatt just chimed in and said Atlantic City. Tom, great idea. Like I love it. I love Atlantic City. People think of the casinos. They think of the boardwalk. Dude, the fishing in the back of Atlantic City, and I know what it's like. I know.
Yeah. So don't forget, City Limits is also a
Runnymede.
show. So it's
Yeah.
not all bass.
It doesn't have to be bass.
What lives
Yeah.
in that city? and
What
that
lives in that
waterway.
city?
Yeah.
As long as we're in the city
Boat,
limits.
kayak, john boat, bank whatever,
fishing.
however you
Yeah,
have to do it.
a lot of variation. And the other cool thing is we're going to get to highlight the city, the history of the city, issues going on, environmental stuff, the water quality. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff. So it won't be just fishing. It's going to be 60% fishing, 40% that other stuff. So I'm excited. I mean, listen.
40%.
Well, I don't know.
Mike does not love the other stuff. He just wants to fish.
No, I know. No. But I'm excited about a lot of these new things in 2025 for sure.
Yeah.
The Elite Series, the fishing,
So this was like
the
our midlife
tournaments,
crisis. We had to come up with
right?
new,
The
fun,
tournaments,
creative things to
the
do.
30th year stuff, the vest, the clothing, the business prep. I'm excited about all of it. But City Limits, I'm really, really excited about it, and I can't wait to relaunch it. And I hope you guys. I'm seeing a lot of positive comments.
You can hire me to be your motivational speaker.
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Or your,
great one. Great
your
one.
Induction. I could do college graduations. I could tell kids what life's like.
Yeah. But anyway,
You just dismissed me.
no. I'm very, very thankful that we got to come here tonight and announce this stuff. Yeah. Almanesson Lake with Brian's PB came in. Yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah. There's a lot, like think about it. I don't think so. By the way, we do plan on doing 12 or 13 original shows. So maybe
6 to 10.
Yeah, but I think it'll be 12 or 13 original shows. But if you think about this, guys, you could never, ever, ever run out of cities to do, right? In the U.S.,
Yeah, no.
But when you open it up to the world, which I'd eventually like to do, get to a point where we can go international for a few every year, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of fun.
So cool.
Yeah, so I know we're a little over that hour mark, but we still have 900 people watching. Maybe we'll take about 5 minutes here, guys. If you have any questions, there were some great comments that came through. Thank you guys for all the comments. Just so many good ones and some funny ones. I love it. I love all the comments that come through. We do watch them. We do look at them. So if you have any questions,
we're trying to keep up.
Yeah, we'll spend the next 5 minutes looking at some of them. If you asked the question and we didn't get to it, re-ask it for sure. But kind of wearing down on this cocktail. I hope you're having a great night. Hope you're having a lot of fun. Who's going to be watching any professional football? I guess there's games on tonight. Is that what I heard? There's some games on tonight. Is that true? I don't know. I'm only concerned about the Eagles. And they play at what time, Estella? 4 o'clock? 4:30. Estella just informed us 4:30 Eagles tomorrow. So we're going to be cheering on the Eagles.
So Mike will be putting out another post as well. Our social media guy, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about that?
Is
Yeah.
moving. We love him, but he's moving.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah, we do. We loved our social media content, in-house guy. Jake, we love you. Thank you. Been amazing couple years working with you. He's moving to Boston with his wife on a new job. Congrats, fiance. Congrats. Yeah. But we are looking. Well, I mean, while we have 900 people, we might as well say it.
Yeah.
We're looking for somebody. We're looking for somebody.
Yes.
And here, do you want to describe the job or you want me to? You want to do both?
You go. You want to talk.
No, I think we both do. But I want to say this. I'll get close to the camera on this one because I really want to explain that we're looking for someone that loves the outdoors, fishing, that they love being creative. They love being creative with content and with posting. We want someone that wants to have fun. Like we try to have a lot of fun.
Life's too short.
Life's too short. So fun with a sense of humor. That's the kind of what we're looking for. But it's going to be a job that as we start doing all these new projects and we start turning the dial, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for growth. So like we're looking for someone that's all in, someone that wants to have fun and grow some of these new things, and just be involved in this industry.
So Mike gave you all the warm, fuzzy fluffies, but what we need is someone. Yeah, I mean, you kind of need to know some things about fishing.
Yeah.
But we need someone who can come in and who truly knows social media. They know the algorithms. They know every platform. There's a lot of folks that are amazing and they do posting. And they love Instagram and they put content out on TikTok or whatever. But we need a true social media manager that understands Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube. People who know how to do shorts. People know how to log content.
Yeah.
We have needs
images
for photography,
beautiful photography,
editing. What do you know about email campaigns?
Sounds like a unicorn.
So listen.
Is there a unicorn out there? Is there a unicorn?
I'd love to hear from you. But we also put the job post out that this potentially could be part-time or full-time, because I fully understand that I might have to get one person who's a content person who can do the beautiful imagery and the videography and the editing, and somebody else might be my social media guru in all other aspects. So listen, if you have professional experience and read the application, see everything that's involved, sell yourself to us, and we'll see if you hear from me.
Yeah.
I do. I need a unicorn, and I'm an uber creative. So I need a creative, but I also need someone who's living on social media and fully grasps and knows all that stuff. So
yeah. I did a couple comments. I saw somebody ask about the Ike Series Reels 3.0 on Tackle Warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully if you did order it back in October, they are there. They just got them. So hopefully you'll be getting yours.
Lobster Troy.
Lobster Troy. What up, Lobster Troy? Thank you, Lobster Troy. We miss you, man. We need to see you very soon. So hopefully you'll get the reels any day. Literally, I know they're there, so they're shipping. The other thing I saw someone mentioned about the Fountain of Youth. Becky and I look young. Yeah, but you're not close up. If you'd get a close up, you'd be like, damn, they old.
It's good lighting.
It's the right lighting, and we purposely make it a little grayed out so you can't really see what we really look like. But thank you for saying we look young, even though we're not. Yeah. So, man, it's a Samsung filter. Jimmy said it's a Samsung filter. Oh, that's funny. But guys, we had a lot of fun with you tonight. We really, really appreciate it. We had steady 800-900 people on. I can't thank you enough for hanging out with us. Whether you're drinking water or soda like Estella, it doesn't matter. If you're having a cocktail,
drink your water.
Whatever you're drinking.
You are better.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Honestly, when we do these live at the bars, they're a lot of fun. We do these things and they're fun, and we really appreciate everybody tuning in. Let me remind you guys that these shows that we're doing, the lives at the bar, the lives that I do at the studio, they are brought to you by Abu Garcia, the maker of great rods and reels. Head over to abugarcia.com to check out what they got going on. Ike Series 3.0, rods, reels, travel rods. Man, if you're a street guy, if you travel a lot, you put one in your truck, the travel rods available. Tackle Warehouse right now. Also, Ike Foundation. If you want to help get new kids fishing, go to ikefoundation.org. A lot of good info there on how you can help. And the scholarship dinner. Listen, come hang out with us.
Yeah.
There's going to be music. Don't Call Me Francis. Come on. I know you remember them from back in the day at the Pennant. Come on. Don't Call Me Francis is going to be playing. Food.
One person on here that knows.
That's not true. Food, drinks, auction baskets. Come hang out with me. It's going to be a great night. And we're going to raise a lot of money for scholarships for kids that love the outdoors. Yeah. It's really, really cool program.
Yes.
They can find that info at
theikefoundation.org. Don't forget, make sure, get your tickets. by the end of tomorrow because Monday the
Yeah.
prices are going to go up for the tickets. So
Yeah.
quick. Oh, and also, oh my God, this is huge. I don't know how I forgot to say this. Our Pro-Am, our big.
I don't know. I was trying to get to.
Our
Yeah.
big fundraiser tournament on the Upper Bay, June 21st.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You need to say this about bass. Yeah, you need to say this. We still got 900 people and say it.
Okay, so the huge event where we give away a brand new Bass Cat boat, tons of other prizes, but the Bass Cat is like the cream of the crop. First place winners win that boat. Is June 21st. The best part is that Bass's Open is 1 month later, but it ended up being like a Wednesday to Friday tournament, which then made the off limits starting on our tournament day. Bass tournament director Hank Weldon has decided.
Shout out to Hank Weldon.
Yes, thank you, Hank.
Thank you, Hank.
Off limits is now going to start on Sunday the 22nd so that everyone is safe. You can fish the Pro-Am. You can try to win that Bass Cat.
Come out. You can win a boat.
Your entry is a donation.
Yes.
It gets rods and reels, tackle
It's a
boxes
donation.
into the hands of
It's a donation.
kids.
You could write it off if you want. You can write
guys,
the entry off.
Come on out. You are all safe. You are not messing with your opens entries.
You can fish it.
So
it's totally legal. Come out and fish with us.
Thank you, Hank, for working with us. Absolutely incredible.
Yes, thank you, Hank.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
so that ticket window's open. So go get signed up, find your buddy, and start pre-practicing so you can beat Rich because he still wants to win. No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be great, Rich won. I'm messing.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. It was it was an awesome show. I hope you're excited as I am about some of these new projects, and we will see you at the next one. You want to say goodbye to everybody still? There's like 1,000 people watching right now. Yeah. What are you showing us? Oh, it says it's a Philly thing. It's a Philly thing. It's a Philly thing. It's a Philly thing. Go Eagles! EAGLES! Eagles!
All right. Thank you, everyone, for spending Saturday with us.
Bye, guys.
Do you fish for
Uh-oh.
Do you fish for excitement? Do you fish for passion? Do you fish to get outside? Or do you fish to win? Abu Garcia for life. You know, right now where we're standing, we're in Camden, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Philadelphia is right there. This is the concrete jungle. And, you know, a lot of those kids, as they grow up, they don't fish. It's interesting because they're surrounded by water. You know, the Delaware River, the Schuylkill, ponds, city park lakes. But they don't have the influence to cast, to fish, to have a rod and reel. And that became our focus, you know, is to target kids in what we call non-traditional areas, you know, urban areas, city centers, where the population's high, and let these kids have the experience. You know, it's amazing. I mean, some of the experiences we've had, whether it's Central Park in New York City, here in Camden, other parts of the country, even just casting.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable to see it, isn't it?
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Yes.
And you know, you see these kids have this experience they've never had, and they light up, you know? The big thing, I think, for the Ike Foundation is we're not saying we want all these kids to become professional anglers.
No.
It'd be great if some of them did, but we want them to have that fishing experience because it ties them to so many other positive things. The outdoors, nature, conservation. Ecology, you know, all these amazing things in life that maybe they wouldn't have been exposed to any other way. We're trying to help with that. So it's important. It's important for us.
Yeah.
We're proud of it.
I subscribe to Bass U TV, and so should you.
Great place to learn about anything you want to know about bass fishing.
You get it at Bass U. We got the best of the best.
I'm not just an instructor, I'm a subscriber.
I'm John Cruz, and I am a subscriber.
You can always learn, and watching Bass U is definitely helps with that. It's something that I like to do, and it's definitely something that you need to do.
If I'm still learning, you should be too.
Subscribe to Bass U because you'll learn how to catch a lot more fish.
Ike Live, brought to you exclusively by Abu Garcia.